Hey, we want to welcome you all to the call tonight. We are here actually for the family, but we mainly here for the guests. My name is Michael Bridges, and this is my beautiful wife, Tania Bridges.
Great evening, and great evening. We are just super excited to be here on this evening. And I hope you guys will not be like us. 6 months ago, we almost missed this. And we're just so grateful that Mike and Sahi Hernandez didn't give up on us. So you're going to hear some awesome information about a life-changing patch that is also causing a lot of wealth. And to me, wealth starts with the health. So we're super excited. And again, don't be like us. Listen to the information that is not only given, but is documented. So I'm going to turn it over to my awesome husband, Mr. Michael Bridges.
Thank you. Hold on. Get this right here. Okay. Wait a minute. There's something wrong here. Screen share. Okay, can you see my screen? All right. I got a message saying that you can see me. All right. So welcome you all. As my wife has already said, that we are here and very excited, and we're going to share some vital information. And we will be brief because, you know, you can only attain so much knowledge. And this is mainly for the invited guests because we're on a mission, and man, we don't want anybody to miss this. Okay, so let's get going here. All right, why are you here? The X39 stem cell patch. That's why you're here. The stem activation patch. Listen, people don't understand this, or people don't even know this. We didn't know this, but look, I'm 62 years old, and I did not know that my stem cells wasn't working. See, I found out after I came into this business with Mike and Sahi Hernandez that when you're 39, those stem cells that's in your body happen. When you turn 59 to 60, you don't have any stem cells activated anymore. That's why, and I'm a very transparent person, so we're going to keep it real. That's why some people look older than others at a certain age. That's why some people are bent over. That's why some people are in wheelchairs. That's why some people, and nothing, no disrespect. I'm just giving you reasons why stem cells are so affected to what's going on in their bodies. Stem cells is the life of your body. How does this X39 patch work? Actually, the copper peptides is the holy grail of anti-aging. Ladies, listen now. Copper peptides is the holy grail of anti-aging. What it is, it's made from organic nanocrystals. So it has no medicines, no anything. It's basically, if you look at nanocrystals, it's just little transferring mechanisms that actually put light back into your body to generate that fire, to fire up those stem cells that's already in your body, formulated to activate your copper peptides, which reactivate. That's the word of the day, you all. Reactivate. Say it with me. Reactivate your own stem cells. So let's talk a little common sense. See, this company was created about 19 years ago. I was going to say 20, maybe 20 years this year. But the company the founder actually started out with the Navy SEALs, working with the government. And again, we're going to use common sense. The company stayed around $20 million a year up until about 2 years ago. Look at it, y'all. The company went from 20 million to $280 million a year in the last 2 years. And we opened up in over 75 countries. So my common sense tells me this. This stem cell patch is working. The X39 is real, you all. And we don't want you to miss it. Yes. Mr. David Smith is the CEO and inventor of the X39. He has invented other things, other patches, other this and that. But this right here, the X39, over 130 patents. Mr. David Smith is so smart, so smart. He's a two-time recipient Advanced Technology Awards. He has won that award from the International Hall of Fame. So to me, smart guy. But not only that, he is a Christian. So he has a heart of gold, and he's here to help people to get their health back. And all you got to do is take advantage of this stem cell patch. So X39 was recently patented. The technology was recently patented like I said, about 2 years ago. And this is one thing I want you to keep in mind. We know it's a lot of other products, it's a lot of other companies, there's a lot of other businesses out there. But this is not a Me Too company. What does that mean? How many companies you know that has this juice? Well, that company has juice too. Me Too. Okay, what about CBD, or the CDB or CBD oil? Well, we do too. Not us, but Me Too. Well, what about weight loss? Well, we do too. That's not us. You can search the globe high and low. You won't find another company that produces a stem cell patch that reactivates your own stem cells. That's powerful, y'all. That's powerful. I say y'all a lot because I'm from the South. Noonan, Georgia. Activate your stem cells. Read with me. Rapid pain relief. Reduce inflammation. Support wound healing. Energy and vitality. Mental clarity. Waking up those brains, y'all. Enhance sport performance. That's why we have several athletes that are using the X39 stem cell patch. Faster recovery from exercise. People in gyms, people that's real athletic. Improve skin appearance. We have so many testimonies that have talked about clearing up skin, that have talked about getting rid of your pains faster by just, again, sticking this patch on your body. X39 long-term results. Now, I want each and every one of you all to pay close attention, okay? I told you we keep it real over here down in Noonan, Georgia. First few days, this is what you could expect. Over 4,000, whether you feel something or not, over 4,000 genes begin to reset. Your own stem cells beginning to reset, getting fired up, getting ready to do some amazing things for that body of yours. Within 6 weeks, brain become balanced. It's not foggy anymore. Some of those things you forget, some of those things that, you're having a conversation, you forget that person's name, you start seeing some mental clarity come back into play. And what happens within 3 months? Your collagen is increased. I can stop right there, and I should have every woman's attention on this Zoom. Your collagen is increased, decreases wrinkles. We can really stop the Zoom right now. Decreases wrinkle. Anyway, within 6 months, what? Your heart reverses in age. I didn't say that it's anti-aging, it's age reversing. Who doesn't want a healthier heart, a newer heart? Look, 8 years younger, I'm 62. That put me at what, 54? Oh my gosh. Everybody. See, to me, this is just me talking. This is common sense. Now, I'm not talking about anybody on this Zoom, but we all know when we run into people, common sense is not that common today. All right. So this is really what, one of the things that really got me, this website. Mike Hernandez shared the site, startx39.com. It's a non-invasive site. And honestly, this site doesn't have all the business stuff on it, the trips that you win or the comp plan. This is just information. I have to give it up for Miss Onyx Coale. This is not even the company site, you all. This is our team site. And it's amazing. To this very day, I use Start X39. Because you know what? People don't want to hear me talk when they can go to Start X39 and get their own information. They have videos, they have documentation, they have the patents, they have why the patch was created, they have athletes, they have different people that sponsoring or people that are talking about the positivity of this X39 stem cell patch. StartX39.com. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. And honestly, this is why we have so many doctors, so many chiropractors, so many cardiologists that are absorbed into this business. I have never seen a company that so many doctors, PhDs or whatever you are so attracted to a company because it has the real information right here. Documented. All right. So how do you wear the X39 stem cell patch? You take this patch and you can put it right here where that little, if you bend your head over, don't look at my bald head, but if you bend your head over, you feel that little bone, that is actually the top of your spine, if I'm not mistaken. You stick that patch right there, or you can put it about a ½ inch above your navel. Now, remember now, this is where the case studies were done. But in reality, you can put this patch anywhere on your body. But this is the key thing about this patch. You wear it 12 hours and you take it off 12 hours. This is what I mean. Set your clock. Put it on in the morning. 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, put it on in the morning. Wear it all day. At 8 or 9 o'clock, whichever one you put it on, you take that patch off. Throw it in the garbage. Start the next day with a brand new patch. Don't reuse the patch. Now, you probably say, I don't need a clock to remind me, but look, people are busy and they forget. I even forget sometimes. So yeah, you wear it 12 hours on, 12 hours off. Another key thing, you got to drink plenty of water because again, you're firing up those stem cells in your body. So it's taking a lot of your liquids in your body. So you got to drink water. And you know what? Drinking water is something that we need to do anyway. There's a lot of people that say, oh, I don't like water. You got to drink. I didn't say drink soda. Drink plenty of water. You want to get the best result out of this patch. So what I'm going to do right now is, man, that's amazing. Look at that picture. Hold on one second. Okay. I'm going to stop sharing for a second because I'm going to bring some testimonials on here. Okay, here we go. Now, I have a young lady by the name of Robin Drotter. Are you on the call, Robin? Please speak up. We can't hear you. Unmute yourself.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Tell where you're from and give me your testimony.
Yes, I am. Well, I live in Atlanta, originally from New Orleans, but I live in Atlanta now. And so, yeah.
All right.
Sure.
So I was right that you are from that Louisiana area.
Yes, that's home.
Yeah, you're clogging up our traffic up here, but go ahead.
Okay, well, the X39 is phenomenal. I was introduced to it. Well, first, I was diagnosed with MS about maybe 4 years ago, and thank God I'm not really totally affected by it. I'm able to do things, but I was my doctor wanted to give me medicine I wasn't quite ready for. Long story short, I told him I would think about it. I came home, did research on alternatives, and a lot of the roads were leading to stem cells, but it was leading to blood stem cells. And so for various reasons, personal, religious, financial reasons, blood stem cells was a no. It was a hard no. And so I had resigned myself to the fact that, you know, if this is how I got to get better, then I'm just going to have to die with it, you know. But 2 days later, after I had been watching hours and hours of stem cell videos. No one, and again, no one knew about my research. 2 days later, my uncle called me to tell me about a patch, and that was having amazing results on him, on his best friend. And he said, it's a stem cell patch. Now, me and my uncle have never in our lives had a stem cell conversation. He knew nothing about my research. He knew nothing about my resolve. He knew nothing. And he tells me that this, and so because of this, I was very leery of the patch. I'm like, nah, what's on it? What's in it? You know, do your due diligence. And so long story short, he said, well, look, come on by the house. And Chester, you guys may know Chester. He said he'll explain it to you. So I went over there, and it was amazing. It was a no-brainer for me. I want it. I don't need no 3 patches. I don't need anything. I want it, because to me this was like an answer to a prayer. What are the chances of getting a call about this? So long story short, I bought them. And at the Silver, bought my patches, and I began to wear them. And by day 7, I had never in my life, I mean, it's a little personal, but I never ever in my life have ever had a menstrual cycle with no pain, no indicators of it being there. No pain whatsoever. Another thing that I noticed, day 9, when I began to walk around, my neighborhood had very steep hills. I always stop on these hills. I'm going to stop about 4 times before I get to the top of the hill. And as I was walking my dog, I realized that I had gotten almost all the way up the hill without stopping. And so because I didn't pay attention to myself, I was talking to my dog, and I said, well, let's go one more time, Mila. So now I'm paying attention to myself, and the stamina and the energy that I had allowed, it's no doubt in my mind that it is the patch. My personal trainer noticed the difference. And I mean, you know, in my energy and my stamina in my workouts, the X39 is amazing. It is just what I'm going to do. I'm going to use them, because just how it was introduced to me is almost miraculous. What are the chances that there is a non-invasive, a natural, non-transdermal patch that makes my body work and produce and activate its own stem cells? And this is what I was looking for. So yeah, awesome testimony, I'm telling you. And yeah. And I've also told, long story short, I've also told my doctor about it. And I said, look, I hear your medicine, but I want to do this for a little while. He says, okay. He says, I am familiar with it. I've heard about it. He said, so I tell you what, he said, you wear. He said, in 6 months, we'll take a look at your MRIs and we'll see. So he was not against it. He was familiar, and he knew about the technology. He knew how it worked, and he was not a naysayer. So that means a lot.
Amen.
So, yes. Thank
Rob,
you.
Ms. Drowder, that was a great testimony. Hey, look,
Thank
encouraging. And I hope everyone heard her testimony, but to just be looking for something. And I know when you said you and your uncle hadn't talked about it, I know how it is. Family don't talk about stuff like that. They don't talk about businesses together, because they're the ones that run you out the business. But for you to get that information just haphazardly, and it wasn't haphazardly, it was an answer from God. So thank you for your testimony, and go ahead and mute. And I'd like to bring forth my second testimony. Mr. Jeffrey Keys, are you out there?
Yes, sir. I'm here, sir.
All right. I'd like for you to show that picture, my man.
Let me, I'm low tech. Let me see. Okay, right here. That's
there
better?
You go. There you go.
All
Yes,
right.
sir. Welcome. Give us your testimony, man.
Well, man, I appreciate you, Mr. Michael Bridges, for giving me the opportunity to share my testimony, and I'm gonna be brief. I can't remember the date, but I never forget I was headed toward Baton Rouge because I was actually going to do a real estate deal. A business partner of mine, Mr. Calvin Hunter, had actually sent me a video a couple of days prior to getting his patches, because he said you had introduced him to a product that he felt was life-changing. So I looked at the video. Video was very interesting. It was something that I had saw, once before, something that was anti-aging. And I said, whoa, I said, boy, I think this probably will be a little better than the anti-aging product that we was using because it was very expensive. But I was headed to New Orleans. Mr. Hunter called me. I was in my car. He said, hey, man, look, my patches came in. And I was like, oh, okay. So what did they do for you? And basically he told me that his back pain went from 8 to 4, knee pain 8 to 4, and neck pain 8 to 4. And I was like, wow. And then he said this. He said, I was able to actually put on my pants without sitting down. And I started laughing for only a second, because at that time, what I was doing, I was taking my undergarments and I was putting them on the floor and I was stepping into them. So that was interesting to me. So then I asked the other question. I said, well, what time did you put on this patch? And he said he had put the patch on at 9 o'clock. And at that time, when I was out driving in my car, I took a look at the radio and it was 9:45. And I had some choice words for him because I didn't believe that he would get all this relief that quick. So I went on into my meeting. I told him I was going into my meeting and went into the meeting, and I could not stop thinking about what he had just said, the conversation that we had just had, because I had a knee that was unstable. And the reason why is because I had an old football injury, had neck injury. And at the time I was suffering with an enlarged prostate. So anyway, long story short, after I got out of the meeting, I texted him, I called him and asked him where he was and told him to text me his location. And upon arriving, Mr. Hunter started talking about this patch. And he told me, what the patch had did again. And so I said, well, okay, man. I said, well, won't you put the patch on me? And Mr. Hunter put the patch on my neck, like you said, right there in the back of my neck. And Mike, I promise you, it wasn't 30 seconds. I got immediate relief in my knee. And I said, oh no. I said, man, this can't be real. Again, an unstable knee, usually it's just uncomfortable, very uncomfortable. But usually when I walk upstairs, it usually give out sometime. So I said, well, you know what? I said, I'm about to see something. So I saw some stairs, walked over to the stairs, walked up the stairs, ran down the stairs. And when I ran down the stairs, I was like, wow, and he didn't give out. So I told Mr. Hunter, I said, man, I said, I think you have yourself something here. And because we had done business before, he said, no, I think we got ourselves something here. So he had said that I needed to wear the patches for 12 hours and take them off 12. And because it was 1 o'clock when he put the patches on, I remember getting in the bed at 10 o'clock. And I was feeling so good, Mike. I was like, man, I'm not taking these patches off. I'm going to get my whole 12 hours out of this patch. So at 10 o'clock, I got in the bed and I said, I looked at the clock. I said, well, I'm going to get up about 12 anyway, because, with an enlarged prostate, every 2 hours, every hour, you're up using the bathroom. So anyway, went to bed. And when I woke up, used the bathroom, had a full stream. And a lot of you guys who maybe experienced an enlarged prostate, you know what I'm talking about. You can't relieve yourself like talking about it. It takes some negotiation for you to actually move. But this particular morning, I had a full stream and I'm like, wow. So when I looked at the time to see, thinking that it was 12 o'clock, it was actually 4 o'clock in the morning. Like Deborah always say, I got a full night's sleep. So I'm blown away. So I'm like, oh my goodness. So I said, I took the patch off, threw it away, got in the bed and couldn't wait. Woke up at 7 o'clock. Once I got up at 7 o'clock, I said, I'm not worried about Mr. Hunter. I'm putting another patch on right now because I like the way it felt. Put the patch on and started doing research. And I Googled X39. And they had a doctor that was talking about X39. And she was saying that it wasn't anti-aging. It was actually age reversal. And that's where it started, Mike. When I saw that, I was like, man, I'm giving this thing 7 years that I'm going to promote this thing. And I was jacked out of my mind, brother. So that's my testimony. That's my story, and I'm sticking with it.
All right. Hey, well, thank you both for your testimonies. Awesome testimonies. Hey, what can you say? I don't even have to mute your phone, Mr. Keys. Thank you, Ms. Rada. Thank you, Mr. Keys. I'm going to give me a second to get the screen back up. Awesome, awesome, awesome testimonies. People, I hope y'all heard that. Yes, I hope you heard it. Maybe something touched. Maybe you felt something here. Hold on one second. Here we go. All right. All right. Can y'all see my screen okay? All right. Sorry. So here we go. Let's take it to the next level here. Ask you a question. Let me ask you a couple of questions. What is most important in your life? Family, time freedom, security. We all need to have that security. We all want to travel. What's holding us back? Better health, less debt. You know what? Something my wife and we have found out in life just by knowing people. You can make all the money in the world, stack it up, but if your health is no good, your money is no good. You can have great health and no money. Now you're talking about, man, I wish I could make some money so I could do this and do this. I feel great. I want to go. Look, this company right here, LifeWave, and this team, Quantum Field, we can address all those issues. You know, all of these: family, time, freedom, security, travel, better health, less debt. All of them sound good to me. So let's talk about it. There we go. So the potential of the stem cell industry. So let me give you a quick story. I want to be brief, and I want to keep this a very short presentation. But back in 2019, at the beginning of 2019, my wife and I needed shoulder surgery, and I had actually found a company that was going to get stem cell shots. We were trying to find was trying to get my insurance company to take care of it. Found out that they would not at the time. So we were going to get stem cell shots. Well, what happened? 2020 came along, COVID. Well, they closed all our facilities, all our stem cell facilities here in Georgia. So I was looking at stem cells shots even back then. But stem cell is becoming more and more popular not even every year, every day. Do you realize individuals are spending anywhere from $7,000 to $100,000 to get stem cell shots, flying out of the country to get somebody else's stem cell cells in their body, and it's not guaranteed that to work. And guess what? They don't get any of that money back. But the stem cell industry is still going to explode. It's going to explode. We're talking about a $200 million business right now that will grow to over 300 billion. I said that with a B, billion. Why would you not position yourself, whether you want to do business or not, in something that's going to happen anyway? Let me ask y'all a question. Everybody on the Zoom. I don't know a lot of you all. You all don't know me, but I can make a bet with each and every one of you all that every one of you all have stem cells. And I can make a good guess that people in your family have stem cells. You see where I'm going with this? People that work with you have stem cells. People at your church have stem cells. We're just talking about something simple that's working and that will work. Let's talk about the compensation plan just for a few minutes. Not going to put too much in you, because what we're going to do is lead you back to the person that invited you to this Zoom. And if they can't get the information to you, they can find someone that can. That's what we do. Everyone over here, each one, reach one, teach one. Okay. So this is how it starts out. Compensation plan starts out with 2 people on your left and 2 people on your right. Start with what we call a silver pack or above. You put 2 people on your left, 2 people on your right. Now you have hit the first position, which is basically called manager. And with that, you are starting on your path, and you can make up to $25,000 a week from this simple binary plan. Don't overcomplicate it. It's simple. Don't overcomplicate it. But that's, that's the start. Just to start. 2 people on your right, 2 people on your left, starting with a silver pack or above. And we have matching bonuses with unlimited potential income. The $25,000 is what you can make on your weekly. But this is what, even on top of that. So even on your first level, you can make up to you make 25% off of your personal invited people. On your second level, you make 20% off your personal, off of their personal invited people. And then 20 more percent on your third level off of your second level personal invited people. This is a win-win. Even if you don't want to do business, it's a win-win. All this information can be shared with you. Again, we're trying to keep the calls short. And even if I went through it, you wouldn't understand it. Not tonight anyway, okay? So the stem cell technology awareness is growing very fast. Again, I'm going to go back to our team, Plumpton Field. The beauty of this is this. Now, and please understand this. Please hear me. This is not the company, okay? This is, again, Onyx Coale started this team. So Onyx Coale, Steve and Gina Merritt, Mike and Sahi Hernandez, and there are other leaders. This team is on point, and I love it. So we have a simple process. We call it 331. Talk to 3 people, patch 3 people a day. Talk to 3 people a day, patch 3 people a day, and invite 1 to a Zoom. Let me say that one more time. Talk to 3 people a day, patch 3 people a day, invite 1 person to a Zoom. That don't sound too hard, does it? So when we come on board and become a part of our quantum field team, we also have a site called build331.com. And we feed everyone that's in business or that's even on the team to this site. They have a 9-step training. See, we got to get out of our own way. Let me slow down and say that again, because I've heard that I talk fast sometimes. We have to get out of our own way. See, we have a system that's already in place. And I know most of you all know what system stands for. Save yourself time, energy, and money. A system is already in place. Build331.com and startx39.com. So we, again, get back with the person that invited you. They can share more of this information. But not only that, once you sign up with us and get going with us, we feed you into this site. And it's a win-win for everyone. Definitely you, because we want you to win. You don't want to lose. We want you to win. So look, the time is now. Make your move. Look, how many of you all got dreams? My wife and I just did a dream board a couple of weeks ago, and we put some goals in place. That's a yearly thing. So, I mean, what other options do you have? Work some overtime or work another job. Do you want to be pain-free? Remember I said you can be healthy and no money doesn't go together. You can have a lot of money and not be healthy. It don't go together. Let's address both of those. Guests, please get back with the person that invited you. They love you enough to bring you to this Zoom to share some vital information that can literally change your life financially and health-wise. Now, we have order forms that we use to get people signed up. All the information is right there. The person that invited you to this Zoom can get that form to you, fill it out, and you can take a picture of it on your phone, send it back to them. We get you the system today. We can get you started today, get that order in so you can get your own stem cell patches so you can get a result and you can start sharing that system, the 331, talking to 3, patching 3, inviting the person to the next Zoom. So our next Zoom is coming up. These are some, what do you call these things? I can't think of what you call them, but you can get your phone and tap and put QR codes. That's what they're called, QR readers, QR codes. Get your QR reader on your phone, and you can pop these, and they'll take you into the different sites. But again, I just like to put emphasis one more time on the fact that our team is so solid and so together, so together. Onyx Coale, thank you. I hope you hear me talking to you. So let me talk real quickly. Let me give out a couple of announcements. So on Thursday, El Español, that's how Gina Merritt says it. We have the Spanish X39 presentation Thursday night, Mike and Sahi Hernandez, and that's my personal sponsor right there, y'all. But they do a solid job on Thursday at 8 o'clock Eastern. Get your Spanish people, get your Spanish speaking people on the Zoom. They do it every Thursday night on time, starting at 8 o'clock. Orlando, get ready. Orlando, Florida, Wednesday, February the 15th. Stem Cell X39 launch. Hey, look, you see, you got Steve and Gina Merritt, got Mike and Sahi Hernandez, and they're gonna tear it up right at the Residence Inn in Orlando, Flamingo Crossing, 211 Flagler Avenue. Hey, fill it up, pack it out, get the people in Orlando, get the guests, pack it out. Look, fill it up with guests, and the people that's already in business, once you fill it up with guests, y'all can stand outside because this is for them. I can't say enough about this. Right here in Atlanta, Georgia, February 18th. Yes, Mike and Sahi Hernandez, they will be locking it down. And what we're going to do, we're going to have a pretty much all day training. We're going to do the live training at 1 o'clock over the national Zoom, but we're going to start our presentation live at 11 o'clock. We're going to ask people to start getting there at 10:30 so we can start on time. But this is going to be something awesome, you all. Look here. You see myself and my wife right there. You see Harvey and Verdita Monk. You see their sponsor, which is Ken and Lynn Robinson. And you see my road partners, Miss Deborah Hartnett. Miss Deborah Hartnett is, everybody on here, let me see. Harvey and Vanita and Ken and Lynn, Deborah Hartnett, and Jeffrey Keys are all senior directors. We love it, love it, love it. Mike Hernandez and Sahi Hernandez, they're at the top of the comp plan. They know what they're doing. They know what they're talking about. Hey, we're going to fill this one up. So look, this Wednesday, jump off of this one and be ready to bring your guest that's here today. Sign up today so you can put your guest in place this coming Wednesday, 8 o'clock for the X39 Opportunity Meeting, okay? And then again, we have the one on Thursday, and we also have training on Saturday. So again, this coming Wednesday, 2 days from today, 8 o'clock, we're going to do another opportunity meeting. Get your guests and their guests get their guests on this Zoom, okay? So look, my time is up. Hold on, let me stop sharing, bring my face back up. Here we go. So I want to thank each and every one of you all for joining us tonight. Hey, let's get fired up, you all. Let's go. Everybody, this is going to happen with you or without you. I'm going to ask you one question and I'm going to let you go. Would you rather get off the Zoom, drag your feet, and have somebody else 2-3 weeks from now come to you that signed up and try to get you involved? Wouldn't it be better the other way around? You take the bull by the horns and you run with it. You share with your people. So with that, Michael and Tania Bridges is saying good night. Thank you for joining us tonight. Get back with the person that invited you. And thank you.